Hey guys, go to hardafseltzer.com. Get some 8% seltzer shipped right to your house. We got the peach, we got the watermelon, we got the pina colada, and the blue raspberry. We are currently live in over 300 stores in Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, and the Outer Banks in North Carolina. And if you're heading out to the Major League ballparks this summer, make sure to check us out in the Miami Marlins Stadium, as well as Tropicana Field, home to the Tampa Bay Rays, as well as the Tampa Bay Rowdies. We are live inside all three stadiums. So if you're down in Florida this year, check us out. Go to hardafseltzer.com today and check your store locator or order them right to your house.
Welcome to Drinking Bros, presented by GhostBed.com.
Yeah, welcome to Drinkin' Bros Kids, live from Wilmington, North Carolina. Back in the Kakalaki once again. We're here at Brunches down here, one of our favorite places to eat, one of our old haunts. And Hard AF Seltzer is now live in every single Brunches in Wilmington, North Carolina, D'Anthony.
I ate a bowl of meat from here earlier.
What was the meat? Was it the Bronx Bomber?
Yeah, so it was cheesy eggs with bacon and sausage.
Never get sick of that.
No.
Never get sick of that.
No, and kudos to Jesse for knowing who I am as a human being. And not trying to order me some bullshit, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because there would have been some domestic violence probably.
Well, is it domestic violence if it's somebody else's wife?
If you're in the room.
Okay.
And you're applauding and cheering me on, I think it counts as DV, yeah.
Right, but to be
go, and I'm just wailing on her like fucking Robert De Niro on The Irishman, stepping on whoever that dude was.
But to be respectful, obviously, I would stay or leave the room, depending upon either way.
Sure, yeah.
Good to go on either of those sitches, obviously. And she's earned it. Like, she's earned a rap on the beak a few times. She got pulled over today.
Oh, shit.
Jesse's back there. Jesse, you got pulled over today? Come on and roll in here real quick. What'd you get pulled over for? What were you doing there?
Being a lady.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to
Oh my
drive.
God. There you go. Look at
out
you.
Here
There you
if
go.
you're a gal, I
If
guess.
you're a gal.
No, and listen.
Jamie, classic Jamie. No give in any of these mic feeds
I know
there.
my privilege.
You do.
I
let's not do that into the mic. But what happened there? You got pulled over? What were you speeding?
I want to be done.
Nope.
Yeah, I was speeding.
Okay. How fast?
They said 20 over.
Oh, boy.
That's reckless driving. You can get arrested for that, you know.
What?
It's reckless driving. You can be arrested for that.
You sure can. What was the sitch there?
It was literally turning out onto Carolina Beach Road.
Okay.
So they really got me at just like my first acceleration. I wasn't going to stay at that. Do you know what I mean? Speed. I just wanted to get up to
out of the road.
Yeah, just kind of go, you know what I mean? And then start to go the speed limit. He said, do you know how fast you were going? All of that. And I was like, yeah, sorry. I'm going to an event. I have Hard AF, just bags literally falling on my back. And I'm just like, yeah, so I'm so sorry. I'm late, you know, that kind of thing. And was just like, oh my God, like did all the things and was like, oh my God, like I'm so sorry. And
oh God, how old was he? It's something I gotta be jealous about?
No, he was like he was your guys' age.
Hot cop?
No.
Okay.
But younger.
Younger cop. All right.
Younger cop. And
any tears? Did you cry to get out of it?
No, I don't cry. I'm just like overly honest.
Okay.
Like I just say like, this isn't my car. I don't know if it's registered. I may have a warrant.
Oh,
do you know what I mean?
None of that's
And
good.
I just go, just check. I'm so sorry. And they like that. You know what I mean?
Do they?
They like just upfront honesty.
It was my father's car. Was that the one you got? Oh, no, that was our car.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
one's fine. That one's our car. Okay. Because I took my dad's car today. Okay.
Right.
Because if you were rolling around in a brand new truck, and then it would have been suspicious.
Sure.
Did you show them the heavies?
I think my long blonde hair was in the way.
Okay.
But you could tell. Like it was over the boobs.
Well, no one would fault you if you tossed it back a little bit
Look,
to get
I
out of the
did all
ticket.
the things
Yeah.
except for all the things, but like I worked. I knew I wasn't getting a ticket. Let's put it that way.
All right, well, as long as you knew. Because
And-
when I talked to you, you sound panicked, and I was like,
Because
well, shit,
it made
did
me
you get a
late.
ticket?
It made me late because he
Well,
had to go
that's-
back and
that's
then,
all right. Yeah.
you know, whatever, back to the truck and check if I do have a warrant. And
And you don't.
I don't, but I was worried because you never know. You know what I mean? Do you guys never know, or is it just me?
I think you're good.
'Cause I've definitely
He's
been-
on the up and up.
I
He's
have
still
Well-
doing government shit here and there.
Yeah, but I'm always riding dirty too, right?
That's true, yeah.
So, it's a toss up.
It is.
I haven't been arrested. Let's see, what year is this?
23?
It's been over 20 years
Okay.
since I've been formally arrested.
Yeah, I'm looking at 15-ish, somewhere in there. Yeah. When last time you were arrested? When was it?
last time I was arrested.
Oh, shit. I think we were together. I think it was 2012 maybe.
Yeah, but
10 years.
I turned myself in.
Okay.
Now
It's not
you're
really
doing
the
what
same.
you told her not to, asshole.
I know.
No, it's all
It runs in the family. You guys
Exactly.
are
It's all done. I did it
He
off
grabs
mic.
it from me.
Did it off
and
mic
then-
is what you got to do, so you don't do it on mic. But you're looking at 10, 15, 20 years for you.
Yeah, which is funny because I'm the biggest criminal sitting here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
easily.
I'm also the best.
Well, he's
And I also have
committed war
a
crimes.
We can-
SCI clearance.
We'll compare rap sheets as it has been called to me before.
Oh, well, I got
do it.
arrested for manufacturing LSD twice.
Okay.
What does that run you? What do you get for something like that?
I don't know.
Was it a fine?
No, I didn't get convicted. They dropped the charges.
No shit.
Yeah.
How do you get them to drop LSD charges?
Lack of evidence.
Okay.
Just, not that I would.
I got mine from
Don't
unlawful
do this
search.
at home. This is just general information.
Sure.
But acids are destroyed by alkaloids, like Alka-Seltzer, for example. So
Yeah.
if you were to manufacture or possess LSD and you were to put like an Alka-Seltzer in it and just crush it all together, then there's no evidence remaining.
Ah, gotcha. Okay. That makes sense. Sense. Either way, thank you for helping out, setting up. We got the Hard AF Seltzer cards out for everybody here. I know I pulled you in. I just wanted to see if you got a ticket. We're live, so who cares?
Yeah.
Also-
I wanted an honest answer.
Also,
out of you.
click it or ticket.
Yeah. Were
So-
you clicked?
Ticket or ticket.
Did you click up?
Were you clicked up?
I was clicked.
Okay.
Okay, you were
Because
clicked.
I don't like the beeping, not because I had it like behind me.
Sure.
No, just joking.
Okay.
I had to actually buckle the Hard AF Seltzer as well because it was so heavy that it was making that beep.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I like all that.
look.
I like all that.
And then there was one of the cops that was just at the window watching me. So that was fun.
Was he pounding off or anything?
No, he's just like making sure I wasn't like hiding shit or you know what I mean?
Like
I
your
guess,
heavies?
right?
Yeah, your heavies.
Yeah.
Hey, ma'am, are you hiding those
I was
heavies?
like-
Are you hiding this head? Can you brush the
I
hair
don't
back?
know.
Because it
I don't
appears
know.
as if you're hiding the heavies there.
Didn't get a ticket, but it did make me late. And all of those things track because
Yeah.
I am a gal.
You are.
Yeah, well, look, at least they didn't give you a math test or nothing, right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
no.
Exactly. Well,
No.
hey, thank you for coming up here.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
Of course.
Greatly appreciate the help and all
Thanks.
that stuff. People are starting to file in here. Beerworth, get up here, you dirtbag, you son of a bitch, dude. Now, Beerworth, I think, traveled, dude. Look at you taking your time.
Yeah, and walk in front of all the cameras.
Go, dude. Go. What are you fucking taking? People want to see your back? No one wants to see your back, dude.
We're here.
Put it
We're
about an
here,
inch from your
man.
face. You
Just
know
like
the
the old
rules.
days. Just like the old days.
Just
We're
like
back
the
again.
old days. Look at
Man.
you.
What's
Look
going
at this
on,
fucking
fam?
dirtbag.
What's happening? Look at these fucking homos.
You look
we're-
like you're saddled up at a bar at Myrtle
Man.
Beach, not Wilmington. It's not a Wilmington vibe here with this look,
it's
dude.
No.
straight up Moyoc, man. We're
Yeah,
straight
I don't
out of
even
the
know what
fucking
that
state.
is.
Moyoc is way up there, right?
4 hours.
Yeah, 4
4
hours
hours.
from here, but still in North Carolina.
Yeah. We're from
Yeah.
North Carolina.
Because everybody asks, they're like, dude, why do you have like multiple distributors and all that other stuff? Carolina is a weird state because it goes long ways.
It goes way out west of
way
the
up,
mountains.
way down, all the way over. So it's like you got all
Yeah.
these different areas
So
to
is
cover.
Tennessee.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Tennessee weird. Yeah.
Get a real state.
Get a
Actually,
real
you know,
state.
I'm trying to get back to Florida when it's all said and
George
done.
Carlin.
Exactly.
George Carlin used to say that the easier a state is to draw, the harder it is to live in. like Colorado.
Dude,
Exactly.
genius. George was
Right.
a genius.
Yeah.
Thomas the Train,
Well,
come on, he did. Well,
George is very simple. It's for all the dumb people. And you're like, hey, dude, this is great.
it is.
It is. It's great.
It's fucking
And I
awesome.
love
And
it.
Pennsylvania is pretty much a square as well.
Oh, yeah. But that thing's
That's the
fucking
dumbest state in
far,
the union.
dude.
They're
Yeah.
bad. They're
dumbest
in bad
state in the
shape,
union.
man. Bad state.
Fetterman.
Bad.
Fetterman.
Hey, you guys.
Hey, you guys.
Hey, I'd like to thank everybody coming out tonight.
How's your life, Beerworth? Where are you living at?
Man, all right. So, like I said, Moyock, North Carolina.
Yeah.
Retired, Navy, bosun mate, BM1, just living a life. Did a little
Two
overseas.
earrings? You got two earrings?
Two earrings. Yep, 1 carat each. Black diamonds. Pirate life.
Sure.
Yeah,
Is that what you're doing these days? Pirate life?
Well,
Yeah, that's the plan. I'm getting back into it.
Grab a blue raz
Where we
right
at? Where we
there.
at?
Crack one open, dude.
he's-
Join us.
are you butt pirating or is it standard pirating?
Dude, I got the butt pilot hat. Dude,
Oh,
I
yeah.
wore it my last trip. I was.
I love
overseas
those
deployment.
because
My tank-
people never know what it means because it doesn't mean anything. So like, what does that mean? And you're like, fuck
So here's
now,
a funny
dude.
story because I bought everything. I bought 3-piece. I bought the wine glass,
Yep.
the fucking
Yeah.
tank top, and the hat and everything. Went all in. I'm like, fuck it. So I went overseas did my trip, and I wore a tank top. It's hot as fuck overseas. It's
Sure.
hot, man. It's like 100 degrees. I'm like, so I wore my tank top every time. So every time it was like a VIP coming in to visit, it'd be in a pass down log, no butt pilot attire.
That's like, I tell people this all the time, but you should live your life in such a way that extra rules are made for you.
Yeah.
Right. I think that's a really fun way to live life.
It was a funny thing when you wear stuff like that. People notice you.
They do.
You're like,
It's peacocking, man.
who in the fuck? I'm like, you know what? I can do this. You know why? I'm married, retired, and a part-time contractor. Kiss my ass.
yeah, exactly.
Catch me outside.
Once
How
you
about
get to
that?
the
How
once you
about
get to the point where you're doing it for the love of the game, nobody can fuck with you anymore.
No.
Like uncancelable, I think is
Not
the
at all.
phrase
It's the
people
best.
use.
Best
Or
feeling to have.
Seagalling it, dude. You're above the law.
Oh shit!
I feel like you're Seagalling
Can
it
you
these
fight
days
from
when you're
that
above the
chair?
law.
Can you fight from that
You know
chair?
Seagal wears this, dude.
Oh, bone frog.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Come on, dude. Come on.
We're twinsies right now.
That's just it's part of the uniform.
Exactly. Exactly.
It sure
It's
is,
the best.
dude.
It's
It
the
sure
best.
is. That's why all these events we do are the safest in America.
There's like 80 armed
Dude, there's
people.
no, there's no active shooter here. Buddy.
you can't hire
And
security
if there are,
that
we
good.
hope so. God
Exactly.
forbid. We're bait. Like we'll bait them out a little bit and here throw a little cheese.
Well,
in
the
here.
funny thing is people ask me, they're like, "Hey, dude, are you carrying?" I'm like, "No, I'm with him." Let's face it, he's taking the shot, not me. So, like, what the fuck?
Hey,
do I
now, right?
So
worry
Tim
about?
Kennedy and I are in public a lot together, and we take turns not carrying. It just depends. Whomever is coming from a different trip where they couldn't have a gun with them, I get the door. Right.
Okay.
Like I get the seat facing the door, or if
Yeah.
he's armed, he gets the seat
It's like
facing
Ross
the door.
is
We
the
got a whole
principal
roll
right now.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like
It's
Whitney
a rule.
Houston and the Bodyguard.
Oh shit!
I feel like I'm
I know.
between two Kevin
That's-
Costners right
If
now.
you start singing, I'm gonna smack the
shit.
shit out
I'm
of you.
protected.
or ODing, we're good. Whatever comes first.
Either
I
one.
know. Too late.
Either one.
RP, Whitney.
Actually, we've made a lot of progress on the fentanyl situation. The cocaine's getting good again.
It is.
Someone's
Yeah.
cleaning it
We're
up.
It's getting good again,
People
yeah.
are starting to clean up, especially in
Clean up.
Texas. We talked about El Chapo, his kids putting up
Chapitos.
the Chapitos, popping up signs that said, "Dude, if you sell fentanyl, we will fucking kill you." And they ended
You're
up
fucking up the business.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And they cut some dude's head off and left him in the fucking street down at Juarez.
You're
sure
fucking
did
up the business.
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't fuck up the
exactly.
business. Fentanyl is bad for business. I don't get it.
Hey.
You want repeat customers.
It's
Because-
China doing that shit. That's why.
Yeah.
Because the favorite color is green, and green is money.
That's it.
And that's what makes the wheels go round. And
That's it, dude.
Yep. You can't. That's the repeat customers. You can't fucking cut off your repeat customers.
Yes, that's all this is at the end of the day. But you drove down 4 hours for this?
I did. I drove down today.
Thanks,
left
buddy.
this morning.
Hey, that
4
means a
hours.
lot, for real.
Dude, I keep missing them. Freak accidents, hurricanes, bullshit. Trying to make it down to Florida with fucking Uncle Reed because everybody loves Reed.
Yes.
And shit and
Love
everything.
Reed White.
You know,
Reed Blanco.
that's my homie.
Juan,
Ever since like fuck,
Sam,
man, high
all
school.
those guys,
Yeah. So I
dude.
didn't make it down there because of the hurricane, so that fucked it up, and then some other shit. And I'm like,
Did
this
you
is
make it
probably-
down for Sam and Juan's wedding or anything?
I haven't. No, man. I kind of.
We couldn't make that one either.
Yeah.
My
I think, where
rotation-
were we? We were doing some event somewhere else.
Yeah, we were doing a college football game. I think we were at Texas, Alabama that weekend.
Oh, you were. I was sick with.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you had COVID. You had COVID that
hookah
weekend yeah, for
lung.
like the 90th time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But either being deployed or the timing is just way off. Because reading all them, they go to fucking Austin for they all get Airbnbs and shit.
For sure.
All the the OG nooners and shit.
Yeah, dude.
And I'm like, dude, Jesus Christ, man. I'm like fucking in some shithole country, sucking cock, probably. You know,
Right.
Camel, but that happens.
How long when you're contracting over there? How long you over there?
Like shit. Most of it does like 4 months.
4 months.
4 months. Yeah.
Okay.
3 to
And then
4
you're out of
months.
there.
Yeah.
Money's good.
Money's fucking beautiful.
I know. That's what everybody says.
Beautiful. Everybody's like, oh yeah. No, it's the fucking pay my bills, bitch.
know.
I got kids in college.
I know. So my big brother in my fraternity, one of the rare people who actually went to college first and then military afterwards.
Yeah.
So once he was in and then came back, he started looking for jobs, and he was like, "Yo, man, I make way more money contracting than I could in
Dude,
any
it's
fucking
sad.
job in America." That's what he said. And he goes, "Dude." So some of the good jobs that I was up for, and he was a very, very smart guy. Graduated with honors at Ohio State, put himself through school, everything else. And he goes, "Man, it's fucked up that I can't get a good job here, but overseas, I'm getting a." Because he was getting, I don't know, you don't have to tell us, but he told me, he was like, "Yo, I was getting 100 in cash, tax free." And
Okay,
it
yeah.
just kept going back.
If you're out of the
year
country for what,
after
75
year
days or
after
more,
year.
it's tax free.
It depends on what company, who you're working
Yeah.
for, and everything. But usually your daily rate is whatever. But where we're at, it's like if you're making, fuck, dude, like 100K in 6 months, and that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
You
that's
know,
what he was doing.
You can make your own schedule up. You know, you can do 3 months, 4 months, depending on, you know, you can extend if you want to, but you're still, yeah. We're 1099, so we still got to, you know, we're not tax free because some places they don't, and some companies that are, it's weird, man.
It depends.
Yeah.
I always
It's
say
got to
that.
be an officially declared active war zone, I think, to be
right. And you
completely
got like
tax free.
proof of residence and all kind of weird
Yeah.
shit and everything.
And then you can make. I mean, if it's one of the companies that are registered at overseas and you're working for that division of that company, it's tax free up to 95K or something like that, and then you have to pay tax on everything after that.
Right.
Or
then you got to be,
something.
then you got to stay, like say downrange for so many days before you can touch
Yeah.
back to the States and everything
Yeah.
like that. But just regular 1099, you know, independent contractor, man, it's the way to go.
You just got to get a
good company.
CPA that knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
That's it.
Let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
You ever get to kill anybody over there? Like, has shit ever popped off for a contractor?
You know what? I'm
where you're
killing
like,
my
"Yo."
fucking cock. That's
Do you
it.
call back to your wife and you be like, "Hey,
She
dude,
knows.
she knows?"
She's just as bad as I am.
Is she really?
Yeah, she's the one who's like, hey, go ahead, have a good time. She's like, you know what? I'm gonna get you a hotel. I was gonna sleep in the Jeep. I'm like, fuck it, y'all rough it. You know, I'll overland it. You know, I'll sleep in the Jeep. And she's like, no, I'll get you a room. I'm like, so she got me a room over here, and I'm like, all right, she's all in. If she had to work, she'd have been here too, like next to me. But
Oh, that sucks.
But no,
man.
it's not. We're not that. But I wish. But it's cool. But other people do that shit, and I'm like, you know, I'm actually too old for that, to tell you the truth. But I'll hit you down range though. I'll hit you fucking. Let me get you 300 yards out. Though.
For sure, yeah.
I'm not trying to fucking.
But you always wonder, right? If you go back over there, if you're like, man, it'd be great to kill again.
Yeah, some guy. It depends on where you're at too. man.
Okay.
It's, yeah.
Dude, where are you at? Can I ask?
Nah. Well, you can, but it's like the desert.
You fucking dick. So the
It's like-
country you can't even name.
Africa's one of them.
What's that?
Africa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right, cool.
Africa's one of them. Yeah.
Fair enough.
But yeah, it's cool. And there's other ones, but we'll talk offline.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah,
continent.
No worries. No worries.
That's a continent.
Yeah, it's a
Africa?
continent. Yeah.
The
It's not
country?
a country.
No, it's not a country,
Well, it
but
depends where you're at, because that place is a shithole, no matter
Yeah,
where it
the whole
is.
place is.
does it matter
Pretty
at that
rough.
point?
Yeah, it doesn't count anymore. Them days were we stopped counting fucking what planets and shit. We just start making stuff up anyway. So we just
Yeah. Yeah.
whatever.
Well, shit, man. Thanks for joining us, getting
Yeah.
rocked with us. Help
Oh,
yourself
yeah.
to some booze.
Oh, you know that, man.
And thanks for helping out over here.
Oh yeah, you know, good thing. Yeah, Brooks.
Who we
like,
got?
hey,
We got Byron
Brooke.
Brooks here. Brooke, come on
the
up.
Cajun Queen.
Brooke,
up in
come on
here.
up. Come on up, Brooke. Come on up. Come on up here. LSU is unranked. Come on. Is that why you don't want to? Come on up, dude. Come on up. Come on up.
Don't bring that white.
Don't
Claw
bring
here.
that can up here, though.
What's the matter with
We
you?
can't have that can up here.
What is wrong with you?
Come on in.
Wait, there was a bucket of beers around here somewhere. What
Yeah,
happened to it?
dude.
Did they steal our bucket? What happened?
It's around. It's around. They're getting ready for the party. We're doing a live
Warm.
launch here. Welcome to the show. Welcome back to the show, Brooke. It's been a while.
Yes, it has.
It has. Where's LSU at right now?
15.
15? Is that real?
Yeah, Dan said they weren't ranked, but he's wrong.
I no, he said that.
I said they were
No,
ranked.
you said they weren't.
no, I
that-
didn't.
Yes, you
When?
did. I'll look
We'll
at the
check the
footage.
tape.
Look, I
But
got
they
it.
how
They
many
shouldn't.
losses?
They
3 or
shouldn't.
4?
They should not be ranked.
I do agree with that, but
But-
this year is kind of messed up.
It's
is.
just the defense sucks. The offense
Yeah.
is great.
How
Yeah.
many losses? What do we got?
3.
3
I
losses.
feel
Yeah.
bad for Jane Daniels because he would be. There's a decent chance he would be the Heisman winner if they didn't suck so fucking bad.
I
on
know.
defense.
No, he's still.
He's up
He's
for it. I
still-
think he'll be
I think
invited
he'll
to
be
New York,
invited.
maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
one of those things.
It'll
where
probably
they'll-
be Penix, right? Unless
So
something
far.
changes drastically. Unless he bought, they only got 3 games left.
But he has the best numbers in the country, so it should.
Daniels? It
should be an individual kind of situation, though, right? Isn't that the Heisman?
It is, but usually when you lose like this, Dan and I were talking about this the other day. I think the last quarterback who had this many losses that won was Lamar Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
But he played at Louisville. He didn't play at a blue blood, right?
Right.
That's different.
And his numbers were so disgusting, which same with Jaden Daniels. But I think it'll come down to Penix. And then Bo Nix, and it might come down to the last Pac-12 game, and who outduels one another will win the Heisman in that.
Right.
Now, best player in the world is breaking news here. Jim Harbaugh just accepted his ban, and the Big Ten has ended its probe.
That means he's not going to be there for that Ohio State game.
And he's guilty as shit.
And he's gone, too.
He's gone.
Yeah.
So, fuck him. That hearing was today, by the way. So, yeah.
I thought it was tomorrow.
Cheaters cheat. Oh,
yeah, it was Friday.
I thought it was
so that means he talked to the lawyer?
Yeah.
He didn't want to go in front of the judge because the judge was going to ask him some questions.
I told you this the other day. I was
Smart.
like, that motherfucker, what's he going to say? What are you going to say? He was on the counter stallions on the sidelines with you every single day.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's going to be Penix or Bo Nix, and it'll come down to that last game. We'll see what happens there. And then the winner of that wins. If you're asking me who the best player in college football is, though, it's Marvin Harrison Jr., and it's probably not close.
Yeah, but when's the last time a non-quarterback won?
They don't win.
Like
wide
in the
receivers
last 25 years, Desmond Howard.
4 wide receivers in the last 25 years have won, and then Devonta Smith was the last one from Alabama.
Dude, Malik Neighbors has better numbers than Marvin Harrison Jr.
Because we have a shitty quarterback. Now imagine if Jaden Daniels was throwing to Marvin Harrison Jr.
Well, that is
Holy
kind of true.
shit.
Yeah, that's true.
We have a terrible quarterback.
Yeah.
So Daniels
that's what fucked Marvin Harrison.
Daniels is going to be over 1,000 on the ground too. He's probably going to be over 4,000 in the air.
Yep.
Or close, and he's going to be over 1,000. He might win.
He might.
I think he still could.
He's got
I still
38
think he's
total
the front
touchdowns
runner.
I don't
right
think he can win now, just because of the losses.
But it doesn't.
But
It
he's
should
great.
not matter. It pisses me off.
I'm with
so
ya.
there's that.
I'm with you.
Yeah, but women
and it's
shouldn't
your
be allowed to
defense.
vote either, and that's
I know.
the thing.
And you're
right?
voting still. Are you still voting, or did you give it up?
Fuck you.
What, dude?
Fuck both of you.
I think maybe you should stand up for women and say, look, we shouldn't vote. We should leave this to men who know what they're
that's
doing.
what I'll say. Because
and
I just
talking
keep
about.
my mouth shut all the time.
Thanks for coming out today and hanging out with us. And for real, thanks for all your help and everything else.
Yep.
Anybody want to give a shout out to here?
No.
Not one single person.
Jaden Daniels.
Good for you. Jaden Daniels?
Jaden Daniels, I guess.
I hope he does win the Heisman because it'll at least increase his draft stock. I think he's going to be a good NFL quarterback.
So do I.
But it depends on where you go, obviously. But
Yeah.
maybe frankly, I think he's better than Caleb Williams. And I think the Bears would be smart to draft him instead. Draft him and Marvin Harrison Jr. or whomever.
Jaden Daniels is bigger.
He's
got
bigger.
a big
He's
body.
way faster.
He is. And he's fast.
I know.
They clocked him going 20.36 or 20.96 the
Miles
other
an
day.
hour. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. On
The
a
other
run.
day.
Yeah.
Yep. So,
He
yep.
rocks.
All
He
right.
rocks. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, let me get back to your wife and helping her.
Absolutely. Thanks for helping set up here for the launch party. Danny, come on up. Danny, come on in, brother. Welcome to Drinkin' Bros, Danny.
I'm going to need to start
Come
drinking. Hey, can I
on
get one of
in.
those?
Danny McPherson. I'd say what? Hey, bring your drinks up here, Danny.
Yeah,
Let's
pina
have
colada
these
would be
things.
good for me. Is that what that? Oh, sweet.
We got rocked in here the other day drinking mimosas, dude. I told you, I was like, hey, is there any way we can get those too? I know
Oh,
it's the
shit.
launch of our own product.
No, what
but
is
you guys
this?
make the best shit on the planet,
It's
dude.
got some. I don't want the blue curacao because it'll fuck my mouth up. But
You think so?
What's this?
No curacao, he says.
Oh, really?
No curacao.
Okay. What's this cinnamon one?
What's
Well,
what's this one? I had this one the other day with my wife. The apple cider mimosa is delightful here. Look at this goddamn thing. I mean, we're boozing today, dude. We're really
He's
fucking.
got a flight of shit over here too.
Look
Yeah.
at that. Are those shots or those different mimosas?
That's what we call our mimosa flight. So
Okay.
here you've got the mimosa flight. So sometimes
Keep that
you
about
go
an
out-
inch from your face. There you go.
You got it. Sometimes when you go out, you're not exactly sure what you want to drink,
No shit. God, this rocks, dude.
right? So we give you all four.
I've been here before, but usually we'll get a huge mimosa. I didn't know you could get a flight of these things.
We take them by the flight, right? That way you say, oh man, I love the apple cider vinegar, but I love the traditional one as well.
Yeah.
Well, this one
Pineapple.
looks like a standard mimosa.
You got your standard right
Yep.
here.
Yep.
Poinsettia, so that's our cranberry
You
juice.
said poinsettia.
Poinsettia.
Let's go. I'm
Yes.
gonna try that right now.
That's
Now be a little careful because we call these loaded mimosas. What that means is we're putting a little bit of vodka in there as well.
God damn.
We're having fun.
So every time
We call
I've
this a
come
floater in the biz.
In the
right?
biz, we
In the
call it a
biz.
floater in the
Hey.
biz. But last time I was in here, I had like 3 of these, and I felt rocked, and I was like, man, I didn't know you guys put vodka in it,
Well, you basically got roofied.
which is awesome, and I'm totally down for that.
Well, not vodka every time, but we like to load them sometimes. So,
Yeah.
But what's important is this is not a champagne flute. This is a half a bottle of champagne in every glass. Every glass you have is a half bottle of champagne.
God damn,
We're having
dude.
fun.
How
We are
many
having fun.
how many bottles of champagne you guys gun through on a monthly basis?
Monthly, this year we're going to go through 180,000 bottles of champagne at Brunches.
Holy shit!
This year,
and how many
180,000.
locations in Wilmington?
We've got 3 locations. That's
3
doing that.
locations.
Yeah.
Okay, and
just opened our
100
first one up in Richmond, Virginia as well.
Oh, congratulations!
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude!
Here we go.
You're doing it.
Austin, Texas.
Best. Are you coming to Austin?
Are you inviting me?
I am. We're in
I'd love to
Austin.
go.
So, dude, one place we don't have is a great brunch place. Swear to God.
Yeah.
It's a hard thing to find in all
I don't
towns.
even
is.
think we have a First Watch or any of those chains there.
No.
right? There's one of the chain. What's the other chain? That does breakfast. Fuck.
I forget what it is. Their biscuits are really good.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about,
But it's
we
just
don't have
okay.
something like this because the food is excellent, the drinks are excellent, and
We
I
have
mean,
a-
this is a blackout afternoon, and like, hey, you're done by 2 here.
Let's talk about Blackout Afternoon.
Let's do it. What do you got
okay.
here?
What are these other 2?
All right, so we've got the pineapple mimosa, right? And then this is a strawberry.
And these, what are these 2?
Right here, you got a blue raspberry lemonade.
Okay.
Yeah.
right, with a little bit of edible glitter in there. Ladies love that.
They sure
It's a party.
do. Oh,
And this is
boy.
our apple cider mimosa.
We are getting rocked today.
We're going there.
Big fan. Okay, and then what do we have here? These
All
look
right.
like desserts.
These are, some are desserts and some are not.
Okay.
We've got a Girl Scout shot here, right? So peppermint, chocolate. You
For the little girl in me, I'll do it.
Girl, right?
I'll do it. Which one's the peppermint one?
This is going to be your peppermint.
Yeah, you got to
Right.
giggle when you're
This
drinking
one?
it, I
Yeah.
think.
Now,
And it goes with the little patty, too.
and you get a little cookie patty.
Yeah.
You chase that
Oh,
with
that's
your,
nice. And then you
Kahlua
have a little
chocolate
dip.
milk. Yep.
Do you have a little dip of it?
There we go.
Look at me like a little lady today. I feel like Lady Di up here. I
Now-
feel like Lady Di before crashing a limo in a tunnel.
Now, I'll pass it down because for some of the men, we prefer what we call the Irish breakfast shot.
Whiskey
Whoa,
and
whoa,
bacon.
whoa, whoa, whoa. Why did he say,
So
why
I'm
did you say
passing
men?
that. So I'm passing that.
Why
right
did you
on
say
down.
men and then hand it to him? Like I'm a man too. Like I would have had that.
Well, there's nothing wrong with having a Girl Scout cookie as a
You've
man.
got cookie crumbs on your fucking face, bro.
It's fine. We're having a good time. We're
having a great
tasting
time.
everything.
Yes.
So
and trying it.
This is just whiskey?
This is a whiskey. Yep. Right
Okay.
there with the butterscotch.
Straight whiskey?
With a butterscotch.
Oh,
Yep.
with butterscotch.
Yep,
All right.
a little mix there for you.
And what's the-
chased by just an orange juice? So the thought here is with the Irish breakfast shot, when you take all 3, you're gonna have the aftertaste of eating a pancake. So do your whiskey, your orange juice, and then eat your piece of bacon.
Okay.
And let us see what you
And
think.
you eat the bacon afterwards?
And then yep.
You're
So-
goddamn right.
Let's
I was
go.
going to do that either way.
No, you don't understand.
We don't waste
That's
bacon.
everything
We
he
don't
loves
waste
all in
bacon.
one right there.
Yep.
Whiskey and bacon.
That's good.
whiskey.
Yeah.
Orange
and then
juice?
do you eat the
Just
bacon
straight
right
orange
afterwards?
juice. Yep. And then take a bite of your bacon. So you're getting the sweet and savory from your 3 components there.
Look at that, dude.
Yeah.
My God.
We're having fun.
I'm gonna be honest. The little Girl Scout in me loves it.
Well,
I
hey,
love it. I do.
the last one is
delightful.
a birthday shot. And, we love celebrating birthdays. If you get on our social media, you'll see we've got birthday pancakes. We've got birthday shots. It's just something we love doing. It's a time to celebrate, not just on Sundays, right?
For sure.
Everyone thinks brunch on Sunday. Mm-hmm. We brunch on Tuesday.
What about
Okay.
a funeral shot?
Yeah,
What's
what
that?
do you do for that? What do you do for a funeral?
Funerals.
We've had a few ladies come in here after funerals and they can't walk out because, as you can see, they partake in the festivities.
yeah,
You
dude.
know, and people get rocked. What's in the birthday shots?
Birthday shot is going to be a vanilla vodka,
Okay.
followed by a chocolate milk as well.
So
Right. And then
which one do you do first?
The pink is going to be the vanilla vodka flavor,
All right.
and we're going to go with that first. And then just
Oh, that's
chase
nice.
it. Yep, with it and
Chase it with this
chase it with that. And then you got a little birthday cake muffin there for you.
to kind of dip it in.
Okay, kind of dip it in.
Look at this, dude.
And this, did you arrange this, or is this how the whole tray comes?
So you can just order one at a time, two
Okay.
at a time. We also have a chicken and waffle shot, which is a lot of fun too.
Where's that? Has it got actual chicken?
It actually. Should we maybe call up one back and see if we can get a few out?
Yeah.
What the
All right.
fuck are we?
All right, we'll do it.
What are we doing here?
Ladies.
Chicken and
Hey,
waffles? Let's
can we get
go,
3
dude.
chicken and waffle
Look at
shots, please?
Jamie perks up. White James perks
Yep.
up, dude.
Is
You
there
gonna
a
let them
steak
know?
and a
Nobody
side steak
exploits
shot?
black culture like White Jamie.
That's
you know?
true, yeah. Exploits or explores?
No, it's going to take a second because they're actually going to fresh fry that chicken for us.
Okay.
So when it comes out,
Really?
everything we do here is fresh.
My God.
So we're not
man.
taking any frozen products or anything like that.
Fresh, like new, not like DJ Jazzy Jazz.
Sure.
Jeff fresh,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Because Will Smith got into some trouble's not the right word.
Trouble's not the right word. Did you hear what happened to Will Smith?
I did not.
Oh boy,
He got outed.
He got outed
Did he really?
for another man having sex with him about 2 days ago.
With his butt.
Well, that explains a lot about the wife not being happy.
Exactly,
right?
dude.
There's
Exactly.
a lot of clarity now
The whole thing
with why we did this.
crazy, and it was like his best friend of 40 years who just pops out of nowhere, does this interview 2 days ago, and the way he described it. Obviously you listen to the show. It's graphic.
Of course, yeah. Well, go
He
for it.
said Will Smith was bent over the couch, and he goes, and his buddy was killing him, and he goes,
Going after him.
he goes, there was murder in the room.
It was
Murder in the room. We actually named the episode "Murder in the Room," where I was just like, God damn.
I hate to
dude.
drink to that, but
But you got to. What are you drinking there?
This is the strawberry. Yeah,
Oh, that's the strawberry
Mimosa.
one.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Okay, and this is
Amazing.
champagne too.
This is champagne too, with a little strawberry flavored vodka in there.
Do you make a steak shot?
You know, that's a great idea. Why don't we make a steak
A
shot?
little piece of Wagyu with an Irish whiskey.
Yeah.
would be nice.
Oh shit, dude! A little Wagyu.
Be on the lookout.
That's all he does.
Austin, Texas. Be on the lookout.
I know. I
love that.
So Austin, here's the real sitch. Barbecue's great.
Okay.
So the hype is real because we lived here before we
course.
got moved
Yeah.
out to Austin,
Yeah.
and we loved it here. Still love it here. Love coming back here.
Great coastal
You
town.
got the breasts. You get the best.
We have
breast.
Either one.
We have these beaches out here, and there's a lot
Breasts.
of breasts.
A lot of
Yeah,
breasts.
a lot of breasts.
And it is.
We call 'em
much as I
titties.
keep drinking here, this is going to get worse.
Will
It's
Smith
gonna get
might
worse
not
and
wanna
worse and
come,
worse.
but, you know.
He
It's
can't
gonna get
come,
worse and worse
actually.
and worse as I keep drinking all this shit. But as we're going along, Brunches best here. Barbecue worth the hype there.
Yeah.
They don't have breakfast places
No.
really.
It's breakfast tacos.
Yes.
Right?
Right.
Street tacos is
Street
like a
tacos,
thing
yeah.
there, yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
they got
get
that at every gas station and everything else, but
Yeah.
like your tacos have all those guys beats. Steaks are the best. That's probably the best meat there is. Have you had a better steak other than Texas?
At my house.
Yeah,
That's
he's
true.
a great cook.
Well,
Yeah.
that's true. Now, you guys have spent a little bit of time down in Tampa, though, haven't you?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
There's a couple good steakhouses in Tampa, yeah?
St. Pete, yeah. Not
St.
Tampa.
Pete, yeah.
St.
Okay.
Pete, yes.
Yeah, St. Pete. And we're actually going back.
Because I saw Hard AF down in Tampa, didn't
Correct.
I?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We were in the Tampa Bay Rays Stadium, Miami Marlins Stadium, Tampa Bay Rowdies for soccer, and now we're in Amway Center for the Orlando Magic and the
Yeah.
Orlando Solar Bears. So we're
Impressive.
down there as well. Yes.
Impressive.
And with you, I mean, when's an RTD coming? Where's a drink for you? When's it coming?
So we're looking at a concept called Brunches Beverages. So we can take
trademark it. You got to trademark
Got to
it.
trademark it.
You got to trademark it.
More to
Go
come.
get it. Go get it tomorrow.
Yeah, but you know what the
Trademark
good
it
news
tomorrow.
is? Saying it right now is intent. Now you need first use, then you need trademark. You need
Correct.
all three.
Yeah.
There you go.
So
There we
you're
go.
good to go.
Yes. So
You're
we'll
good
have
to go.
fun flavors, right? So this is just a sampling. We've got about a dozen to 2 dozen different mimosa flavors that are a lot of fun. So what we'll do is on our RTD, where we'll differentiate a little bit from a Hard AF or one of those other knockoffs. That's not quite as good.
You know, it's funny,
It'll be a
man. Like,
champagne base,
because we
right?
have a bunch of friends in the RTD business. Obviously, Jared's one of our co-owners here for
Yeah.
Black Rifle Coffee and all
Yep.
that other stuff with this. So like, it shouldn't be a competition
No.
between beverages. Like, you should all want to help each other. Where it's
As
like,
the
hey,
pie gets bigger, your
yes,
slice gets
there's
bigger.
enough money in the
That's
world.
what we
for
were talking
everybody.
about this last night.
Okay.
We did a show,
Yeah,
that was last night,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
We did a show
Late
last night.
Last night.
It's the same conversation. It's like it's called a total addressable market
Okay.
in marketing,
Yeah, I
right?
like that, yeah.
So it is if you can grow the total amount of hard seltzer drinkers, then I have more people to sell my product to over
Yes.
the course of
I buy in
however many years,
100%.
right? It's just 101.
So one of my concepts, as we're growing brunches, we've got 4 open now. In the next 6 months, we'll have 8, and then we want to keep doubling. I love being near a First Watch. They're a great
Yeah.
restaurant.
Yep.
yeah, it's
They're on a wait all the time.
they're like
Congratulations to them.
very
Exactly. I feel the
very,
same way.
Very consistent. It's like that's the McDonald's of breakfast places.
Yep,
you know
they
what I mean?
serve their purpose, and they're a
Yeah.
great place, but we love to be right next to them so we can give you an alternative.
Yeah.
We want more people to decide and go spend their dollar on brunch versus
Yeah.
maybe a lunch or a dinner.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah. And the best case scenario is both stores have lines out the door, right?
Right?
Why not?
And what we have a lot of fun with, where we differentiate ourselves a little bit, is this thing behind us, this bar.
Yep.
We bring the party to brunch. Right?
Yes.
Now,
Well, clearly, because we
now
got a table
everybody-
full of
Jesus
booze.
Christ.
so I
man.
used to own a nighttime club bar, right? Everybody wants to own a restaurant.
Downtown?
Wrightsville Beach.
Oh, shit.
A little
Which
place
one?
called King Neptune's. Been
Really?
there for quite a while. Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, so we bought
Okay.
that in 2012. That was our first big restaurant we owned, and we did breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and the nightclub. So we opened at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
and closed at 2 a.m.
That's
damn
wild,
boy.
dude.
And when
so
you're in
did
your
you have
early
to
30s,
stay?
that's fun.
Yeah.
Well, you know what they say.
When you have kids.
You know what they say? You can't be drunk all day unless you start in the fucking morning.
That's right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Are you married now?
I am married, 2 kids. Yeah.
So did you do it before marriage?
I did not. I was actually. We'd been married for 3 years when we opened the first restaurant.
Was
You
your
gotta
wife cool with it?
You got a
She
good
was cool
wife,
with
bro.
it.
You
She
got a good
was.
wife.
It was amazing.
To put up with all that bullshit.
It was. She did a great job, right? And then I had 2 young kids when we first opened too. So I have pictures of my youngest at 1 year old dancing on the bar. So I shake my head because when she turns 18, it's going to be wild.
I know, right?
I bred her early.
So the same thing happened because we were talking about before the show. Steve-O was on yesterday, right?
How
From
cool. I
Jackass.
saw it. Yeah,
It
I
was
saw it.
great. But my kid loves Jackass, right?
Right,
And he's
there you go.
9, and he's just like, "Hey, Dad, can I come in and meet Steve-O?" Now, I said yes because I couldn't not be the cool.
But you got to
dad.
wait in the other room while we do the show.
That's what happened. I was like, "Oh, you got to go to the other room," because I don't let him watch the show or listen
Earmuffs,
to it.
earmuffs.
Yes, Jackass on MTV, fine, right? It's
It's not censored.
Yeah, well, they censor it for you, at least on MTV.
Yeah, you guys aren't
MTV, so I was
censored,
like, we're not censored. And so he wanted to come in and meet Steve-O and everything else. Well, Steve-O, in case you don't know, signs everything with a huge dick.
Yes, he does.
So we have a skateboard, a Drinkin' Bros skateboard that came out, limited edition. I got one for my
neat.
son, and he goes, "Dad, it'd be awesome if Steve-O signed." I was like, "Great." Well, Steve-O, and just signed with a huge dick on it.
There we
And
He'll figure it out later in life. But to be honest, the Drinkin' Bros skateboard deck is me, Ross, and Jared riding the fucking nuclear bomb that dropped on Hiroshima anyways.
Oh, shit.
So it's
It
going to
is.
be like,
Oh, wow.
at some point, he's going to realize what all of those things are.
it's
You know
a
what I
slow
mean?
burn for him.
It's a-
It's a slow burn
It's
for
coming.
him.
exposed
It's
early.
coming.
Yeah, but so we
There's
get-
going to be a light bulb at some point. He's like, oh, shit, okay. We're all pieces of shit here. Then.
Oh, totally. But he's got the biggest smile on his face. I took a picture with him and Steve-O, and then we get in the car, and he's gripping the skateboard. He's super excited,
Yeah.
and then he goes, "Hey, Dad, what is this underneath Steve-O's signature there?" And
What
I
are those
go,
little hairs on the bottom of his signature?
Yeah, and I go, "Well, that's just how he signs his name. It's a big loop, is what that is." And I didn't have the heart to tell him. It's Steve-O's dick that he signed the board with, but like,
Oh, here we go with the fried chicken.
there
Oh,
we
boy.
go.
All right, here we
Fried
go.
chicken
Bring it in.
shots. I've never had a fried chicken shot before.
We're
All right,
at this.
here we
going to
go.
have to get
Let's
an
get it
Uber
all
out of
out
here.
of
Look,
the way.
I know. If you're watching the YouTube channel right now, holy shit. This was pre-blackout. Whatever happens after this, we're not responsible for.
And drop a comment. We're going to be giving away free brunch for a year.
Yes.
To one of y'all's followers.
Whoa, what?
Free brunch for a year.
Free brunch for a year.
You guys get to
tell
pick
them-
it.
Yeah, how does that
Correct.
work?
Yep.
How that
Are you
work?
going to give them a tattoo on their neck and they've got to show the
100%,
tattoo? They get free
right?
brunch.
It's going to be
everywhere they go?
Steve-O's dick signature on the neck. When they walk in, boom.
That's not a bad idea.
Right,
actually.
there we
It's
go.
not.
But yeah, so what we'll do first, and then we'll talk about that. So you got a 2-part chicken and
Leave it
waffle
on there.
shot.
Okay,
here.
yeah, we'll leave it on here. Okay, so what do I do here first? Which
All right.
one?
The front one
Okay.
is going to be the straight whiskey bourbon.
Straight whiskey. All right.
And then we've got a little maple syrup bourbon chaser behind it.
Gotcha.
And then you got your little mini chicken and waffle. So salute.
So salute. Okay, so this one first. Shots first.
See you in
Boom.
hell.
Yep.
That's thick. What the hell is it?
Oh, no, that's the syrup.
Yep.
No,
I was going to say.
other one first. Sorry, too many drinks beforehand.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
There it is.
That's real good. And then the chicken
And then the
afterwards.
chicken and waffle.
the chicken's fresh.
Yeah.
My God.
We're not lying. You know it's good when no one's talking.
That's one of the greatest things I've ever had in my life. I didn't even come up with that.
We wanted to have a party. Like I said, we wanted to have brunch to be a party 7 days a week.
This is why I like America. The Taliban doesn't do shit like this.
No, dude. Nobody's doing shit like this. It's incredible across the board.
They're over there rollerblading and shit. I'm
Yeah.
eating fried chicken and waffle shots.
Whiskey,
Fuck
bourbon.
the goddamn Taliban.
When you come in, when you have something like this, how do you hate America? Like, you can't get this shit
gotta love
anywhere else.
America, right?
It's the best.
And if you had this somewhere in the Middle East, maybe they wouldn't be fighting because they'd be, having some fun.
He's been there.
This and some girls with the titties out is like the best.
Well, we try to do our best with both parts.
I don't know if you've listened to any of the shows recently, but there's been a running joke where, hey, they're not, the bar's not providing the strippers. You have to bring your own strippers to the fucking
I've seen
show.
that. I have, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is true. There might be some here, yeah.
How long total have you been in the restaurant business?
It's been 13 years in the restaurant business.
It's been.
There we go.
Anytime anyone says it, I got to say it. But with that, you've been successful at it. There's a lot of our friends who have failed in this because everybody, I think, at home, this is why I wanted to chat with you today, says, we get this all the time. Hey, man, I want to open up a bar. Hey, man, I want to open up a coffee shop. I want to open up a thing or whatever. And it sounds cool, but I don't think they understand the work that goes into it.
It sounds real cool.
Yeah.
And after 2 or 3 years, when you get it figured out, it is real cool. But the first 2 or 3 years is a bitch.
Yeah.
Probably somewhat similar to everyone thinks how amazing it is the podcast is right now, but they don't know what the first year, 2, 3 looked like in a garage while you still had a job.
Yeah, dude. Well, yeah, right? we were in a garage and everything else. Now, luckily,
we also had real jobs for the first couple of years, right?
So I was fortunate. I was a banker. I was a finance guy, and it drove me crazy. So I had some savings, so I didn't have to do the 2 jobs. But it was walking away because I just didn't want to be working for another man any longer.
Yeah. For sure.
Right? Now, I didn't realize by not having one boss, I'd have 100 bosses, because that's what it is when you own a restaurant. You have 100 bosses that you work for. But it's fun. We've built a great team. We bring energy. As you can see with the drinks, the food's the same way. We're just having fun. We work hard, but we play hard.
Yeah.
And that's the concept. So, yes, it's fun to own a bar. It's fun to own a restaurant. What I did was after owning a bar that was open until 2 a.m., I said, I want to own the bar, but how about let's close it at 3 p.m. so that I can still, right?
And have a normal life.
So
go
we
play
have
with
fun.
your kids, go do all the things.
But all of our brunches have amazing bars, but they close at 3 p.m. So we give you the first few drinks.
Yep.
And then we let you go to our friends and our competitors.
Take care.
And let them finish the
Have
night
fun,
off.
yeah.
And I go with them. Because I enjoy that too.
For sure.
For sure.
How many kids you got?
2 kids. They are 13 and 18. 2 daughters.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
You don't look old enough to have a 13 and 18-year-old.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. 43. So.
Well, shit. You started real early then.
Yeah. So, you know.
Okay. That's 25.
25 is a normal.
Man, math is tough, dude.
No, it's not that, dude, but 25 these days.
Well, that's classic America, though, right?
Yeah. So, I mean,
these days, everybody waits.
Right. These days, because I waited deliberately until 35 years old, right?
No problem with that, yeah.
It was simply because some friends of mine who were older, some producers that I respected and everything else, they said, look, gas out your 20s, man, because that way you can go as hard as you want, do all the disgusting shit in the world. And then when you hit your 30s like that, find the one you want to get married to, have kids and all that stuff. That way you have no regrets. So that way you've probably done it all. And in your life, I'm sure you've done it all.
And I can't argue with that at all. But man, I gaslight a lot.
Yeah.
But then we gaslit together, which was fun too.
Well, right, I spent my 20s murdering people.
You did.
You know,
overseas.
Which was pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie.
Those are some
thank
stories.
you, by the way, for funding that whole thing.
Yes.
It's like a taxpayer-funded safari.
That's right.
For humans.
Yeah.
But necessary. But probably a bitch. But necessary.
Well, debatable.
Necessary.
Whether it was necessary.
Okay. Yeah.
It was a mass destruction never existed, you know?
That's right.
Well, they existed. We have the receipts because we sold them to them.
We sold that's right. Yeah. Bush was the one who sold them all to him, right? Yeah.
But it was us.
Yeah. Without a doubt.
So
It
at
always
the end
is.
of the day, we did that, I feel like. So I feel like, yes, you owe us. You should thank us for our service.
That's why Matt changed the title of the book to thank you for my service.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
that was the whole point of it.
It was the whole point of
That's
it.
interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
I saw the book. It just came out
#1
recently,
in the world.
right?
Yeah.
No, it was 3
year and a
years
half
ago.
Well, was it?
Yeah.
I don't even remember anymore.
Man, I
All
missed it. I just saw it the last
that
couple
I
was-
months.
know. Everything blends together.
It was 2019 because
Was it
we were
really?
living here and we drove over to Fayetteville to do the book
You're
release.
right.
Yeah.
God damn
Wow.
it,
That was
dude.
2019.
I felt like a year and a half ago, to be honest.
Well, a
with you.
lot of stuff's happened since then. Australia burned to the ground. Hawaii burned to the ground.
And we forgot about it.
Fuck them, dude.
I know. Like,
We forgot-
why? We forgot about all of it.
We forgot about COVID.
We sure did.
Let me tell you something. When
Nobody
this
forgot about
restaurant-
Dre, though.
this
Yeah,
restaurant
you
was
almost got a
open-
business?
We were open for 90 days before COVID hit. And when COVID hit and they shut us down, our governor, like him, hate him.
You talking about
however you
Cooper?
feel-
He's a cunt.
Right? He put out the most dangerous things you could do in your life.
Yep.
And number 2 on the list of most dangerous things you could do for your health was to go eat at a restaurant.
Oh shit! I need to introduce him to Travis Pastrana
Yeah, exactly.
because he's the lead guy on Nitro Circus.
Okay.
One of the most dangerous things you can do is jump out of a fucking airplane
Yeah.
without a parachute on.
That sounds dangerous, but
That's what he
apparently
did.
in North Carolina, it's not as dangerous
Is
as eating at
outside.
a restaurant.
Yeah. How did he get reelected? So we were here.
Yeah, that was
for the early part of that.
2020. Yeah,
And
19
when they all asked us to move to Austin and split the guests and advertising and all that stuff, we were like, great, but because Texas didn't have the same strict rules either.
Of course. No.
So how did he get reelected? I couldn't figure that one out because if you look at that 2020 ballot, it was all Republican down the entire row except him.
Yep.
And he's the worst fucking governor.
Yeah, but who ran against
here.
him?
That's a great question. Do you remember who ran
Not
against him?
memorable, and that's the problem.
Exactly, right?
It was someone who wasn't memorable without a plan,
Yeah.
and I think people were just distracted. In all honesty, during that time, they're just distracted. And if this is the easy thing to do, then we'll just do that.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's,
But the restaurant where I opened, my second Brunches opened during COVID. And they wouldn't let us put people inside. So we opened a restaurant where we couldn't let people come inside. So
was it like this where you had an outdoor?
Yeah, we just kept that. We put tables and chairs outside and we just partied outside and said, screw it. This is what we'll do.
Even us coming back here, because we've been back in a while, seeing how many businesses had shut down since COVID here is shocking. So like driving down the streets,
amazing.
I was like, holy shit. Because I was going to ask you, how did you stay open through all of this? Was it support your local businesses? Because that's what we were saying on air every day.
We did a couple things. You support your local business. We did a fun little thing, buy a meal, give a meal. Because they not only they shut down restaurants, they shut down all the soup kitchens and all the other churches that were cooking meals for the needy and homeless.
Oh, yeah, dude.
So
they shut down schools like under... They call it underserved now, but like poor kids go to school even during the summertime to get breakfast and lunch.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? They shut that whole
So what we did was
down.
right away we increased our prices, but we said, hey, every meal you buy with us, we'll go donate a meal to someone in need who used to count on that soup kitchen or that neighborhood, to get their meal. So it actually promoted us and propped our business up so we could survive. And then, once everyone figured out that masks were a joke and everything else, then we just thrived and people just came.
Yeah, that's one of the secrets of small business. And it goes both ways. Supporting small business makes your community better. And if you're a small business in a community, supporting your community makes you better.
Exactly.
Too, right? That's just kind of how life works. It's called symbiosis.
Yep.
And sometimes a little bird lives on the back of a rhino and he cleans his ears out with his beak. You know what I mean?
That's right.
It's worked in nature for millions of years before we even fucking got here.
Yeah.
And I'm not a smart man, right? I serve
but you know
breakfast
what love
and lunch.
is.
You know what love is, though.
Yes.
And that's like Forrest Gump.
And that's what you need.
I'm not a smart man, but I know what love is. I know what love is.
And I love
Cream pie
chocolates.
Jenny. Smart man.
Hey, you should have a cream pie Jenny age shot here.
Well, we're definitely going to do the steak and egg breakfast shot. That is
that
coming.
steak
I'm
and egg
telling you,
would
dude,
work.
Be on the lookout. That's
You
going
don't
to
think
be fun.
a Jenny age shot would do well?
What you should do is a steak and egg sushi roll,
Oh, okay.
then the fucking whiskey shot.
Yeah.
Steak and egg with some like French finishing salt on top,
Oh,
so it's
yeah, of
salty,
course.
right?
Rock salt. Yep.
You can call it the Ron Swanson shot, though. If you put the,
Or you could call
I
it the
think if you
Dan
put a little-
Holloway shot because Ron Swanson's fake.
He's fake,
and I'm
he's a
fucking
real person. You could put a cube of steak right there, and then boom, shot it, and then
Wagyu, right? Fine.
Yeah.
it'd be great. A lot of people out in our audience right now want to start a business, want to start a restaurant, all that other stuff. What is the best advice you could possibly give them? It's a hard question.
It's a hard question. I want to answer it right. First, make sure it's a dream and a passion.
Don't do shit you don't want to do.
Don't do shit you don't want to do because it is going to be a fucking grind.
Yep.
Like, there's no doubt about it. I loved eating out. I've wanted to have a restaurant since a kid, but it's a fucking grind. And I think anybody who tells you any business they've built, they're passionate about it, but they've lost a lot of nights. They've lost relationships. They've lost time with kids.
Mm-hmm.
Even though you waited till 35, I'm sure there's soccer matches and football games you've missed.
Absolutely.
And so I'd first say make sure it's a dream and a passion. And the second thing I'd say is write a fucking plan. You can't just go out there and say, well, I'm going to do it. Because there's so many people, right? I'm thinking about a podcast. I'm not just going to go out and start, right? I'm going to reach out to people who are already doing it and have already been successful, and I'm going to put a plan together.
Absolutely.
Now, will I follow that plan to the T? Absolutely not. But I'll kind of have a roadmap to say, here's where I want to go.
Well, a very famous American general said that a plan is useless, but planning is really important.
Exactly.
I'm paraphrasing, right?
Right.
The process of going through that is really important.
It's impactful.
Yeah.
Right? So, and then the third thing I would say is figure out how you're going to get fucking money.
Yes.
Because you need money.
Financing's hard.
Financing
We're
is
going
hard.
through it now with a seltzer, and it's difficult. And you're doing the same pitch. You're doing the same thing over and over and over again. You're working 18 hours a day,
Without a doubt.
and it doesn't seem like it ends, right?
And you've got to go through rejection.
Yes.
No one
You
gets
got to get the
deal.
nose out of the way.
Yeah.
Right? Like people get butthurt by no. But no is just like, now my chances are greater with this new subset with one less entity in it, right?
Yep.
You got to think of it that way. It's just the way it works.
Without
It's like
that,
being a salesman.
We have 300 people a day coming to this restaurant, or each restaurant. It doesn't matter what I do. I can put all the food on a gold plate. 7 or 8 of them are going to tell me I suck.
Yeah.
They're going to leave me a review saying it's the worst restaurant, it's the worst service, right? You have to be able to take it with a grain of salt, look at it, and say, okay, is there something I need to tweak? But then also realize that some critics are just going to be critics because they don't have the balls to go out and take the risk.
And isn't that the fucking worst where you're like, man, I understand it. Maybe you might not like the food, right?
Yeah.
The food is here is excellent, by the way. But
thank you.
To take the fucking time out of your day to sit down and be like, you know what? Man, I'm going to really get into Google here and write the worst review of all time and fuck this guy. And
Exactly.
You're like, holy shit, fuck you. I've done it twice.
Yeah.
But it was 2 people that I hated.
Yeah.
Where I was like, you know what? Out of all the experience I've had in my life, 2 people made me go out of hatred.
Yeah.
But like at a restaurant, no, dude.
Nah.
Unless I was shitting through a screen door or, I got some rare disease, there's no way I'm going out of my way.
Of course.
Because food is subjective.
Yeah.
For most of it.
You can't please
no,
everybody.
dude.
Right?
We got people who love fucking Popeyes every goddamn day, and
Without
that's
doubt,
fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, to go and then write a shitty review, you're just like, ugh.
Right? So you got to be able to take that failure and that rejection.
Yeah. Yep.
But you have to be able
Thick
to take
skin,
it.
right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
But
I'm
like,
sure you guys get critics of the show.
You
don't
can't
agree
get
with your
so
opinion.
thick-skinned that you're not open to criticism.
Yes.
Because criticism is how you get better.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Constructive criticism,
Yeah.
you got to be able to find what's constructive
Yeah.
and what's just
That's why he
criticism.
doesn't read the comments. I read
I don't
all
read
of
the
them.
comments.
Yeah.
I read all the comments because I think they're funny. You know what I mean?
That's the Gary Vee philosophy, right?
Yeah.
He's out there.
He's super dark too, so like he'll read it all. For me personally,
If somebody comes after me like super hard, I think that's really funny. If somebody
I'm with
went
you.
out of their way to like fucking bro, because half of my life is trolling people. A good portion of my life is trolling people.
So we do something a little different here, Brunches, and then I'll let you guys jump on. We keep gift cards to some of our competitors. And when we have those people come in and complain, most restaurants are the ones who discount their food or comp them and apologize. We give them a full tab, and we say, thank you for giving us a try. Obviously, we're not the right place for you. Here's a $20 gift certificate to them.
no shit.
That's pretty goddamn funny.
Go dine with them.
Have fun.
Go
And
have fun. We're not for everybody. Not
What's
everybody
the
wants to
reaction?
come.
What's the reaction?
They
from
are
those
stunned
guys?
every time.
I bet.
What do
You
We
dis-
give- it's
you
a full-
disarm somebody who
We disarm them.
Pretty-
But,
yeah.
not everybody wants to come out and have fun shots. And
Sure,
eat,
yeah.
it's not for everybody.
and you don't want that person here.
We don't want
anyways,
that energy,
right? There's
right?
enough people, and this is
And I
what
tell
we were
them all the
talking
time.
about. This is why we opened a segment with you about not everything's going to be for everybody. I want
Exactly.
people who want to be here.
Yeah.
Right? Because you're going to have the best time. You're going to spend the most money. Not only are you going to have the best time, but you're going to go tell other people like you.
Exactly.
You're going to become a firebrand,
Yep.
an affinity-based marketer for my fucking company. at that
Exactly.
point,
Yeah.
right?
And that's why we say the people who don't like us, don't discount and comp. That encourages them to come back. We don't go to them. Let them deal with the headache. Right? So yeah, we have a lot of fun. That's again, we work hard, we play hard.
Awesome. Well, hey, thank you for letting us have the opening here.
Of course. This is
in
so
North
exciting.
Carolina. This
Yes.
is awesome. First of all, tell everybody where they can find you online.
Awesome. Yeah, the easiest way to find us is Mimosas Made Me Do It. That's our tagline.
Okay.
Mimosas Made Me Do It. So that's the website, that's Instagram.
And that's the hat you're wearing.
That is, excuse me?
The hat you're wearing.
Yep.
It's the hat you're wearing right now. Yeah.
Yes, that's what we do. That's
and
our
then
theme
at
song.
Brunches ILM.
Is where you're going to find us on different social media.
Correct. Yeah.
Yes.
And then the contest. So how does somebody win the contest here in Wilmington?
You all are going to be the lucky winners.
You think
Pick
so?
the winner. That's all. I'm giving y'all the ability to say, hey, who's our best follower? Who's our
Perfect.
best? Yes.
Okay.
And y'all will tell me who's going to be winning it.
And is it a card? Do we give them a card?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah. So
great.
they'll get a card that'll give them the right to come in. It's a use it or lose it. Every day for a year, they come in for a free meal.
I like it. So my buddy in college, he had one for Hooters.
There we go. Well,
But here's the thing: if you lost it,
then you didn't get to use
no.
it. Yeah.
But if you kept it, you would free Hooters for life.
Oh, wow.
And so my dirtbag buddies had it for 28 years.
It's like that. It's like that
it's a
egg you get in middle school. Like you got to keep paint a face on it, keep it alive for a month.
Totally.
Yeah.
So funny story for you. This is a true story. We're down in Alabama. We're at Clayton's house. And we go to Hooters across from our hotel. We're going to a Bama game, and he goes, hey, man, not Clayton, but another buddy of ours. Fuck it, I'll say his name, Christian Kane. He's on Librarians, Angel, Buffy.
Yeah.
He's been on TV for 30 years at this point, right?
How neat.
Yeah. I mean, Leverage. He's on Leverage. I mean, he's been on everything, right? So he goes, hey, man, I got the meal here, you know.
Okay.
And I was like,
All
what
right.
do you mean you got the meal? And he goes, man, I got one of those Hooters cards, man.
Did he get it
Last for
laminated?
life. Yeah. So it's so worn and used or whatever, right? So the waitress comes over, and at this point, I think there's 5 of us. We're boozing all day, eating all kinds of shit. And I'm like, hey, let's run it up, you know? And he goes, it's good for whatever, man. We just have to tip. And I was
Including
like,
booze?
And everything.
Everything.
Wow.
Everything across the board.
That's a mistake.
Yeah.
I agree. But you don't realize how hard it is to spend money at Hooters until
right.
you're like, because it was football Sunday, NFL was on.
It's like spending Brewster's Millions, but it's girls with not a lot of clothes.
Right. And it's
Yeah.
all like tap beer and shit like that.
Yeah.
So there's not a lot of costs.
Yeah.
So we rung up a bill of like, I don't know, 528 or whatever it was, $528.
Reasonable.
Nothing crazy because it's like, all right, how much more can we do?
Yeah.
We give it to the waitress and she was like, oh my God, I've heard about this. Very like Captain Kirk. I've heard about this, but I've
Does it really exist?
never seen it. And she goes, I've got to go call my manager. You understand, right? So the manager comes over and
But there's like 3 phone calls that have to happen because the manager
Yes.
has to call a
Correct.
regional manager.
Regional, who calls
Then he
them
has to
direct.
call
then
somebody
they had
from
to call
corporate. Yeah.
and then they had to do all the things. And finally, they were like, I apologize. We've never seen one in real life, right? So I look behind the bar. There's waitresses taking pictures with it. Like,
That is
holy shit,
awesome.
it exists.
It really
It's
is
something
real.
they did in the 90s, and it still lasted
Still
forever.
there.
But
Good for him for keeping it.
we did get the meal comped, and then obviously we gave her like a $200 tip, and it
Of
was
course.
hilarious.
Yeah.
But it was funny. So with this, it's the same way. If you lose the card,
You lose card, you lose. But this is 1 year. This is not lifetime.
1 year, but
One
still,
year.
that's a lot.
365 meals.
Yes, that's a lot, dude.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. So yeah,
You're
Comment,
lucky it's not
comment.
going to be one of us.
Hey.
no,
I would move back here and sleep on the fucking sleeping bag outside of this restaurant.
Oh God,
I love
be
it.
so good.
I love it. This is fun. We're super excited about the Hard AF.
Thank you
Pina
so much.
colada. I just got to say,
That's your
I
favorite?
didn't think it was going to be.
I know.
I didn't think it was
A lot
gonna
of people
be.
say it.
The pina colada
But
and
the
the
pina
watermelon
colada.
are the 2 best seltzers of any kind I've ever had.
Yeah,
I
And they're
agree.
8%, dude.
Oh, they're dangerous.
Wow.
We're living dangerous.
absolutely dangerous. We got some cold ones for everybody here.
Let's get some Hard AF. Hey,
Let's do it.
bartenders.
Let's
Hey,
do it.
ladies.
Let's
get
do
some
it.
Drinks going.
And then to end the show, hey,
Check 'em out.
Sean Rowe. Is that Sean back there? Where's Sean at? He was around here. Come on up, Sean. Come on up. God damn, dude. Let's go. Sean. Thank you, Danny, for having us. Thanks for being here. Sean, we're going to close out the show with you today, dude.
Wow, are you
What's up?
wearing a golden
Look
eye
at
shirt? What
this
is that?
dirt
Do what?
bag.
What's
no,
what's
it's
the shirt?
910 for Wilmington.
I know, but it's like got the golden eye symbol
It
on
is, yeah.
It's a local gun store.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is it really?
Triple T.
Oh,
Guns.
shout him out, dude. Go ahead.
Yeah, Triple T Guns. They're off Gordon Road here in Wilmington.
Perfect, man.
I'm not used to this.
Nah, don't worry about it. Here's the thing. I wanted to make you uncomfortable. So we wanted to call you up at the end of the show. You've been one of our biggest supporters over the years. We greatly appreciate everything you've done for us, man.
I appreciate it.
And you know the rules, dude. Who would you like to give Drinkin' Bro of the Week to?
Well, my new fiance over there, Emily.
Congratulations. So we obviously follow each other on
Yeah,
Facebook and
yeah.
everything else. So I've seen your travels. Did you guys just get back from Alaska, I believe?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
How was it?
It was wonderful.
Was it?
Wonderful. Yeah, she's originally from Fairbanks.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever met anybody from Alaska.
Yeah.
Sarah Palin, maybe? I think that's
that's
probably the
it,
only
yeah.
person, right?
I think that's it.
That's the
Yeah.
only person I've ever met.
I actually met a
black.
black dude from Alaska once.
Did you really?
They chased him out. His name was Derek. He's like, "Get out of here, you son." No, I made that up.
You know who sold my last house? Bristol.
She sold your last
She
one?
sold my last house.
Really?
Yeah. Isn't that weird? Bristol Palin.
Yeah.
Gangsters, dude.
Good for her.
She's got a huge realtor company down in Austin, actually.
So
She
does
sold the fucking house. It was awesome.
So does George Strait's daughter. She did
Oh,
our
yeah,
commercial
I
real
heard.
estate shit for Black Rifle back in the day.
I heard, yeah. Yeah, so Bristol sold that. She was the one that finally was just like, yo, we'll fucking do this.
Yeah.
And she got it done. What's your wife's name?
Fiance?
Well,
Emily.
she's gonna be your wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Emily.
Emily.
Yep.
And how was Alaska, by the way?
It was beautiful. I mean, that's my third time there, but this is the first time we did like a little trip. We started in Anchorage, there for a couple of days, and drove to Fairbanks.
Yeah.
I mean,
And-
Fairbanks is up there.
Yeah,
right?
it's a 7-hour drive,
Yeah.
and it was cold as shit.
Worth the hype?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Is
It's-
that Army base still up there where the 172nd Striker Brigade used to be? What's it
Yes.
called? Fuck, I can't remember.
Her dad was in the Air Force too, and I can't think of it.
Yeah. So that base is still there then? I didn't know. I thought they closed it down, but
Yeah.
I mean, look at this, Sean. You outkicked your coverage. Here,
Oh, I
dude.
know.
How the fuck did you do that, bro?
She's blind as shit.
Is she really?
it's because there's like 8 months of summer at a time. Just, the snow blindness gets you.
She's like,
Yeah.
She saw beard and was just like, cool.
Yeah.
I've never asked you what you've done over the years, man.
What, with work? Or
Yeah.
Oh, I've been with Coca-Cola for like 18 years.
No shit.
Mm-hmm.
Look at you, man. How's that been treating you? Yeah.
Is there any
That's
way we
fine.
can get cocaine back into the beverage?
Yeah.
You
Can
know
we do
how many
that?
times I get asked that?
Do you
Not
really?
enough, because
yeah.
it's not happened yet.
That happens.
That and ask for free drinks.
No, I don't care about that.
Yeah,
Oh
we
my-
don't care about
like,
free
I don't
Coca-Cola.
care about
It
that. I
is.
want cocaine
We
in the
definitely
fucking
want
beverage,
cocaine
man.
back in there.
I know.
Yeah.
It would make this world a better place, I believe.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. How long you been listening to the show, by the way?
Oh, I'm day one.
Are you your day one home?
Oh, yeah. I joined Drinkin Bros in 2015.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, we appreciate the support over
Yeah.
the years, man.
Yeah.
I mean, look, all this shit you see, in all honesty, man, is because of you guys. We don't have a show. We don't have a fucking office. We don't have a fucking booze company. We don't have Black Rifle Coffee. We don't have Range 15.
Yeah.
We don't have Rocco on the Mayans. We don't have any of this shit that we have here. So, like, if it weren't for you guys, which is why we opened this up, and same with Austin. So we leave I know you haven't been to the Austin studio.
No, not yet.
But we leave the doors open every day,
Yeah.
and it's just like, hey, dude, if you're there, come and watch a live show, free booze all day, and you get to hang out and everything else.
We're also going to get a Black Rifle in Austin.
Yes.
We're working on it.
Correct.
Working hard on that.
I'd like to get one here. I heard there's one going to be in Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, Myrtle's going to have one.
Yeah.
But as far as like the Hard AF Seltzer and the parties and all this shit, same thing. Hey, dude, yes, we've got distributors and Harris Teeter and all the big fancy people here, but it's like, let's leave the doors open, throw a fucking party for everybody.
Yeah.
So everybody can come and enjoy it and see what you created at least. Because for real, I mean, you guys helped create this just as much as we did.
Yeah,
So,
it's good.
Thank you.
I wasn't drinking seltzers till I met her, and we ordered some. I don't know. I guess she said last year or so. Had some shipped to the house.
Yeah.
And we've been waiting.
Well, it's here.
We're
We're at
waiting.
Total Wine down the street.
I know.
Randall's just got it. It's in every single Brunches down
Well,
here.
luckily in my
It's
business, I know
expanding.
quite a few customers, and I'll be.
Tell them, hey,
Oh,
so
yeah.
Wyndham is our distributor.
Wyndham, yeah, I know,
So
yeah, I
just
know who
say,
they are.
hey, dude, hit up Wyndham.
Yep.
Put it in every single place there is, and we greatly appreciate it.
Definitely get
and
the
it
one
will
down the
rock.
street from my house.
Yeah. Yeah. Is my mom here? My mom's here. Come on up. Come on up. Just for a second. All right?
I don't think she's ever been on the show.
She's never been
before.
on the show. This way. You can come through. It doesn't matter. You can cross camera. Who cares? Jerry's been on the show. I don't think my mom's ever been on the show before. She's here in Wilmington. Put it about an inch from your face. There you go, right there.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi. I almost walked on the set. I saw my son sitting over here, and I was just going to walk on over, and I was like, oh, crap.
It's fine. You know the show. So
I know.
the obvious question is this that everybody asked. They were like, hey, do your parents listen or watch the show?
Yes, I do. Some of them I have to turn off.
Why? Because you're in polite
Most
company?
of them I can watch
Why would you turn it off?
because some of them I don't understand.
Well, it gets gross.
Did you listen to last night's show?
There's several things. When you get to be my age, if you don't know about some of this stuff, you don't need to know now.
Yeah. And what the hilarious part is, so one comment that you made one time is she goes, you know, the word cunt's a hard one for me. She was like, I'm old school and this is my thing or whatever, but it's a term that's common around the world in slang and everything else. And I think you said just a different generation, you know?
I know. I have to be careful which friends I say watch the show because some of them will get it and some of them will be like, oh my God, his son is crazy. So I'm very careful about who I tell.
Sure.
Yeah.
So am I, though. And I'm on the goddamn show. So I always warn people. I'm like, hey, yeah. They're like, what do you do? And I tell them, and they're like, oh, okay, I'll check it out. I'm like, Not around kids.
Right.
Because it's fucked up.
Not around kids. But Jerry's not here.
No.
Just got out of the hospital.
Yes, he's home from the hospital.
He's home. Everything's good.
Everything's
Because I didn't get a
good.
chance to talk to you. Phone's in the pocket.
Yeah.
And I know we got the show and everything's going on here.
He's doing fine.
Great.
Everything, got him all set up, and then I headed out for fun.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, look, I'm going to warn you. This is pretty intense up here.
I was going to say it looks like it.
It sure is. The mimosas are fantastic, but those are...
Yeah,
Those are hard.
you may have to
Hard.
drive us
Yeah.
home,
Yeah.
is what he's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might have to drive us home, or would it be a boss move to get a DUI at 67 where you're just like, hey,
We'll pay for it.
We'll pay for it.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody that's 67, so
right.
I wouldn't really know.
She's only 33 too.
I'm
so
only
like,
33.
Same as me.
Right.
But it would be a baller move of like, hey, man, what were you doing? They knock on the window and you're like, well, my son's got Hard AF Seltzer with his buddy, and I was at the party and everything else. So
Just tell them you were coming from Olive Garden and they were loose with a Chianti.
yeah, the Honor Bar Chianti.
That's it. You never know. You never know.
So last question here, because I know you don't like to be on camera and everything else, and it's fine. Ohio State's quarterback. Yeah, there it is. It's terrible, isn't he?
Yes. Yeah. When he's on, but he's just not on very much.
No, Honda McCord. It was good last week.
Right. If you just play between him and Marvin Harrison, we're good.
Yeah.
We're all good.
Just throw it to Marvin Harrison. That's
Marvin
it.
Harrison and Henderson every now and then, we're good. But this other kind of stuff needs to stop.
Yeah.
It just needs to stop if you want to win.
Well, we'll see. I don't know if you saw the breaking news, but we were live on air. My phone is blowing up because of it. Jim Harbaugh skipped the trial tomorrow and just said, I'll accept the suspension and I'm not coming back, which means he's guilty as shit.
No
Yes,
kidding.
just happened.
Oh,
So the
wow.
phone has been ringing
What
off
it
the
means
hook
is
in my pocket.
His lawyer got discovery from the prosecution, and they're like, yeah, they got you.
Yeah. I knew when the news broke, I'm like, they have to have something massive on him. I'm like, they wouldn't break something that could easily be thrown aside.
No, the Big Ten is like, they're pussies. They, even during the COVID year, they canceled everything. They weren't going to go out on a limb.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah. That's crazy. But yeah, when you cheat, you cheat. I mean, that's it. You got to go.
You get the brakes beat off you for 20 years. You resort to cheating. And, let's face it, what we're watching with C.J. Stroud in the NFL right now, he should have never lost to Michigan with those wide receivers. It's all very suspicious, and it is what it is. But more importantly, I wanted to have you on at the end of the show. I know you don't do these. I know you don't like it and everything else. But I wanted to personally give you Drinking Bro of the Week because of all your support over the years, all your help, your love. You paid for college. You did all the things. And all of this Hard AF Seltzer and Drinkin' Bros and everything else, the movies, the books, and all of that was because you supported me as a kid, and you always believed in me. And even though it sounded fucking crazy, I'm sure, where you're like, I don't know what you're gonna do out there, but now at least you get to see a lot of it come to fruition, and you've been to the movie premieres and the events and everything. So I just want to say thank you, and I love you, and you're my Drinking Bro out of the week.
Oh, thank you. I love you too.
Thank you so much.
All I can say to all the parents out there is never turn your kid down. If they want to do something that sounds a little outside the line, have them try it. Have them give it a try. Least they can do is move on to something else. But I'm glad I never said to you, don't do that, Ross, or don't try that, Ross, or don't go there, Ross. And I'm grateful for that. And for me, being able to have you as my son is a pure honor and a pure joy. And I'll always be grateful for that, first of all, before any of it.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you for everything. I'm glad you could come out tonight. Let's enjoy the party and the events. Hard AF Seltzer is live in Wilmington, North Carolina, and the 4 counties all down the East Coast, Outer Banks all the way down. Thank you to Danny McPherson from Brunches. If you're in town, not only the best booze, obviously, because we got a Hard AF Seltzer, best food down here in the biz. Get yourself on down to Brunches in Wilmington, North Carolina. Also want to give a shout out to Nick Levesque, who helped hook all this up. Nick and Ashley are some of our homies here from North Carolina. We're going to go hang with the listeners, hang with you guys, and we appreciate you tuning in, kids, for
For D'Anthony Holloway, my mom, I'm Ross Patterson. This is the Drinkin' Bros podcast. Good night, everyone.